All right, so welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. It is me, and this is another day. This is currently Friday, March the 28th, and yeah, I wanted this video to be, I don't know, something just like a talk, just like a real talk or something like that. I don't know, just past couple of days I haven't been really feeling. Look, I've been feeling like normal, like okay, like the way I used to, but I am starting to miss my mother more and more. Uh, my mother, stepmother, passed away last September, and uh, I haven't really, I don't know, sort of healed or something like that. I don't know. It's imagine it as if she's your mother, right? And suddenly, all of a sudden, for like a couple of months, things go downhill, and boom, one day you're at the gym working out, and you get a call saying your mother has died. I don't know. That sort of sensation, that sort of emotion is something I'll never forget. And living without her is something I'll really quite never get used to. 'Cause, you see, I sort of forget she existed in moments where like I'm exhausted by life or I'm too busy in life, working, fucking around, or doing whatever. But then at the moments where like I sit down, I actually rest, I actually sit down with my thoughts. I remember how much I missed her. I remember how much I miss her. I remember how much she means to me. And the fact that in her last couple of months I could have stayed with her more. I don't know, I could have fucking she went to treatment in another city where I'm living. I could have went with her. I could have lived with her her last couple of weeks. And that part in me, I don't think I'll ever come from that. Because as being said, there's some sort of wounds in life that you never really heal from. They leave scars. And that sort of thing I suppose I'll never heal from. And I know that saying this is bad because if you say something, your mind will subconsciously think it's true. And I don't want that. I want to heal from this, but I don't want to forget about her. Um, it's like a correlation. If I let go of this regret, if I let go of this shame, I'll forget about her. And I certainly do not want to. She's been there like my whole life. I'm 18 now. And I met her when I was 3 or 4, right? I met her when I was 3 or 4, so around 15, 16, or 14 years. She's all that I've knew. She's all that I've got, actually. And don't worry, I have my real mother, my biological mother. I live with her. She's nice. She's very sweet. I love her. But that's a thing I guess I'll never get into. But I didn't quite live with her that much. I lived with my stepmother. I lived with my real biological mother for separate kind of times, and then I think I'll never get into why or the details. It's just deeply personal for me. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it at that. Let's keep it at that. And I don't know. It's just, and I've been missing some people too in my life. Some like 2 or 3 people. Just two. Just two other people. Two have been really, really missing. One especially. Uh, I don't know if they'll ever watch the video. And as I said, no one knows about my YouTube channel. If they ever knew, if they ever knew my YouTube channel, if they ever are watching, hi, how are you doing? Uh, Sorry, we're not talking, but this is how the way things, the way things are supposed to be. Good. Hi. Suppose you're doing. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, uh, my stepmother and those two other people, I really, 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 really miss. And honestly, surprisingly, it's not just a day. I haven't been missing them just a day. As I said, when I sit and rest, like sit with my own thoughts, I realize how much they've meant to me. I realized how okay they've been this kind of person, and I've never repaid back. You see, the case of my stepmother, I was hoping that I can manage to get some money. She always dreamed. She always wanted. She when she was young, she traveled the world, but when she got older, when she married my father, responsibilities, work, that sort of stuff. She didn't get really to. She really didn't get to travel that much. She didn't travel at all. So I really wanted to give her that. That was her. I sat down with her last year. I remember last year. I think this time. I think this time I sat with her. We chatted and I asked her what's something you really want to do, and she said travel. She dreamed about Italy, those places, Dubai, um, Baghdad. She went to Baghdad before America came. Before America came, those sort of things. When they were at their peak, she really loved them. She wanted to Egypt. She went to Mecca. She went to other places. She traveled, right? And she lived her life. I think. I hope she lived her life. And she was a very, very sweet person. And this video, I think, also this video, I think, will serve as a as a memorial for her. I I'm starting to remember. She had a special name. She used to call me. She used to call me with when when I'm with her, or to call me down to get some food or to get breakfast. And that voice, that name, her voice lingers, it sort of echoes down my mind when I each time I remember. I'm starting to like I'm at the point where I really can't remember her face vividly, not her voice, not really, but I remember what she used to call me, and that name is I don't know, it's just is devastating. I don't know. I suppose we all have lost someone in our lives, you know, lost someone or lost ourselves. Uh, yeah, it's just how life goes, It's just how life goes, and it's really, really hard to accept. But one needs to accept for that fact that there comes a time where people go, or you yourself will go, and uh, we can cope as much as we want, but we really miss those people, right? We really those people. As for me, we lived our whole lives with them, and the thought, and not even if they're alive, the thought of them being gone is devastating, let alone them actually being gone. So, as normal as anyone, I have those like thoughts of my parents passing away and what I will do. And they always seemed like okay, I'll just survive. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. But then, and I'm thinking about right now, and when I actually lost my stepmother, it's just turns out like no, you can't just go live your life. You need time to reset. You need time to cope, and you'll never ever really actually you know heal from that sort of set. And I see that in my father. My father, at the same time, a month before my stepmother died, my grandmother died, the mother of my father. She died, and I see that in him. He misses her so much, as much as I do, or even more than I miss my stepmother. Yeah, seeing him sometimes cry when he tear up or cry when he remembers her is just, it's devastating. Uh, uh, I never really cry, right? I mean, if I do, I never do it in front of other people. Ah, okay. The what I did before, like, that's sentimental. Okay, don't take that as a cry, right? Don't take that as a cry. But whenever if I cry, I never really do it in front of a person. I do it alone in the dark, no one else, just because I can cry as much as I want, and or cry to God, right? Cry to God. He's the only and true one that can help you. So if you want to cry, grab a prayer mat and weep as much as you want because it's your creator. And yeah, I suppose it feels kind of lonely, you know. They always say like the road to the top is always lonely, and as cliche as it may seem, it's actually true because the level of separation and the sacrifices you need to make. With my stepmother, that wasn't a sacrifice. That just happened. That was fate. But with those two people, those I actually had to sacrifice. Those were like, okay, I need to sacrifice because I'm not eligible to talk to them. You know, our religion, Islam, doesn't prohibits you from talking to girls, females who aren't your, spouse, your sister or your relative or something like that, your wife or something like that. Yeah, if Islam says that and it's for a good reason, then yes, I must do that, and I did. Alhamdulillah. I must admit, it all feels sort of lonely, feels lonely, but I am kind of used to it at this point. But I know it'll get more lonelier down the path. I don't know who I'll have to sacrifice. I don't know what I'll have to sacrifice, but there are more, much more sacrifices that need to be done in order for me to get what I want, and I'm completely aware of that. I came I came to grips with that reality a long, long time ago, and I'm thankful for it. Alhamdulillah. At least I'm not delusional. Yeah, to just remember who you've lost, right? Remember who you've lost, and think of them as always watching over you and keeping you accountable for the things you say you want to do, right? You get, I don't know, sort of lazy or uh, procrastinate to do them, unmotivated to do them. Remember that the people that were gone, they're gone for a reason. Don't don't ruin their, sacrifice just because you don't feel it. Right? Sort of man up, get your shit together, and just go, just go for it. And I'm thankful. Uh, I mentioned it a lot, but I'm gonna say it one more time. Uh, those two couple of months, January, February, as I said, I haven't done shit, but March was a changing point for me because it's Ramadan and I decided, fuck it, it's time to get the fuck up and do what's needed to be done. And yeah, I got up. Alhamdulillah, I'm here. I'm here. You can see me, and I'm really, really proud of what I accomplished these couple of days. I was checking my TikTok account uh, earlier this day, and I've checked my two past videos, my two last videos. One got me 460 something views, and the last one I uploaded yesterday got me 510, I think, which is crazy. It's phenomenal because I usually cap at 200 to 300 views. And one of the past videos got me 32 likes, which is astronomical in every degree. I've noticed this, but most people don't actually like the clips that I put. My cat or real life. They like Spider Man. They like Vinland Saga, something like that. They like those clips. They don't really like real life, and I don't know why. I'm not I'm not creating content for them. I'm creating content for the sort of people who are like-minded, as as I am, like-minded, like-minded with me. That's structurally correct, I hope. And yeah, I suppose I've said everything this video, and Eid is, I don't know, either Sunday or Monday. We'll have to see. But I think this will be the last video until I meet you next Friday. The next Friday, and I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna think of how my YouTube uploading schedule is gonna be like. I either finish or either carry on you know, 2 videos per week, or I'll switch the format once a week as I did. But I think for consistency and better for consistency and better engagement, I'll have to do 2 videos a week, and that's okay. I can do that. I can manage. I have seen that I can do that during Ramadan, during one of the hardest times of the year. And if I can do that, I can do anything. And I'm gonna also talk about how or what my next business venture is gonna be. How is it gonna be like? What I'm gonna follow. I need to really, really um, brainstorm what I'm gonna do because I need to do something to gain money, or at least move in the direction that allows me to make money, inshallah. Yeah, I need to do that. And on that note, I suppose I'll see you next Friday with our updates and our overall experience with how Ramadan went. Alhamdulillah for it though. But check the weather. It's absolute fucking shit. It's like a sandstorm type thing. It's no good, no. But alhamdulillah for it, You can never really complain. But I suppose this is it. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Take care.